Hello and welcome back to Newsmin. It's the 18th of July and right now it's time for a quick Path of Exile news update. Before jumping into the actual news, I thought I'd just tell those of you that perhaps don't know a tiny bit about the game. Path of Exile is a free, online-only action role-playing game set in the dark fantasy world of Rayclast. It's currently under development by Grinding Gear Games in New Zealand and it's pretty amazing. With that out of the way, just this morning, Grinding Gear Games released a video covering the changes and improvements coming to Path of Exile's absolutely huge passive skill tree in patch 0911. In said video, game designer Carl DeFisser discusses the significant redesign of the skill tree and the reasoning behind all the changes. Now, while none of the basics have changed, you still get your skill points to allocate every time you level and all the same goodies should be there, it really does look like the skill tree itself will have a very different feel to it. The plan with this new skill tree is to reduce early confusion and the chance that a player could accidentally gimp their character by choosing the wrong stats or passives. Carl also mentions that they tried their utmost not to damage the interesting and sometimes quirky builds that players had found in the old tree. They really like that kind of thing and they plan on giving players as much freedom as possible going forward. Early escape routes from the opening areas of the trees called attribute highways allow quick movement to other areas of the tree, thereby allowing you to pretty much do what you want with your class as it was before. So you can still take your time, get a lot of the safer, closer to the center nodes, or go for a much more specialized build wherein you race to the outskirts of the tree for those big keystones. I kind of like the sound of that and I can't fault their thinking with any of this. We were, however, told that nothing shown in the video or coming in 0911 is final. They are still working on it and this whole thing still needs a lot of testing and feedback. I personally like the look of the neater and more defined skill tree and I think that they aren't really dumbing things down too much. They're just making it more manageable for new players. And they did say that they plan on always giving players the freedom to do silly things if they want. Needless to say, some aren't happy about these changes and there's been a lot of whining. But hey, let's wait till it's live to see how it actually works in practice. Who knows, it could be great. And let's not forget, there are still over 1,000 nodes to choose from and no matter how you look at it, that's a little bit cray-cray. You can click the annotation on your screens right now to check this video out for yourselves. That said, if you're not in the Path of Exile beta just yet and you are interested, then you can head on over to pathofexile.com right now. You can get instant beta access by buying one of their supporter packs along with a bunch of other goodies, or just sign up and hope they pick you eventually. That works too. If all of that wasn't enough, here are a couple of smalls. First, another reminder that you can buy your way into the beta. There's a link below, check it out. Then, 2 more videos from the Grinding Gear Games guys. One talking about their endgame maps. This one's actually a little bit old, but I think a lot of you may not have seen it yet. And the other, their latest build of the week. That's number 5. Lastly, players from Australia and New Zealand will be happy to hear that a Singaporean beta gateway may well be coming soon. That's it for this episode. Remember to check the description below this video for everything that I spoke about. Check back here soon for more. Like the video and do all that other good stuff. And most importantly, happy waiting for that new patch.